We've called this state home for generations, which means we've been helping folks protect what matters most for over 75 years. Wherever the road takes you, we're right there with you. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
All right, thanks for checking in with your afternoon weather update. Not a whole lot of activity so far for most of us. We've had some pretty good showers and thunderstorms down across the Southern Valley, but I do anticipate this to pick up in coverage and a little bit more intensity throughout the afternoon. So make sure you scan the QR code on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. You'll want to navigate your afternoon by checking in with the interactive radar that gives you past, current, and future radar. So again, we've got some clearing skies in some locations. We've had some overcast skies, but now we're going to start to mix the air out, and we'll see a little bit of sunshine. So not abundantly sunny. I think like yesterday, more cloud coverage than sunshine, but still some hit and miss sunshine, making it feel rather hot and muggy for sure. So there are the showers and thunderstorms down across the Southern Valley, moving into Bradley County and eventually into Polk County, Southern McMinn County. So something to keep in mind there. Upper East Tennessee, we're going to continue. Stupid lights. I got to fix this.
We've called this state home for generations, which means we've been helping folks protect what matters most for over 75 years. Wherever the road takes you, we're right there with you. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
All right, it's been a fairly quiet start to the day so far for most of us. We've had some pretty good showers down across the Southern Valley, moving into Bradley County, but pretty quiet so far. We've got a little bit of clearing back off to our west, more cloud coverage than anything else throughout the day, like yesterday, but some hit and miss sunshine, and it's definitely got a hot, muggy feel to the air. Anyways, at the lunch hour, we've had some showers and thunderstorms down across the Southern Valley. We've got some showers and thunderstorms up towards Hawkins, Hancock County, moving into Greene and Upper East Tennessee. So those are that's the story here at the lunch hour. But you can see how some showers and thunderstorms are starting to fill off to our west, and those will continue to kind of fill on in throughout the day today. So we should, and so far it's looking like we're going to have better coverage of rainfall today than what we had yesterday. So make sure you navigate those appropriately and scan the QR code on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. The interactive radar gives you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours based on what's going on right now. So that really gives you a good idea of how to navigate your afternoon plans. Still have a chance for some isolated strong storms across Upper East Tennessee, and localized flooding and flash flooding can't be ruled out. We've got a water-loaded atmosphere that's going to lead to some pretty solid downpours. So here we go. Showers and thunderstorms from now through 3 will start to fill on in. From 3 to 5, we'll see some scattered showers and storms. And again, a water-loaded atmosphere, so tropical-like downpours with any of the storms that fire up, and better coverage. Now, that's not to say everybody's going to get rain today. I don't think that's going to be a possibility, but all of us have a better chance of seeing more rain, which we desperately need, and I've been talking about that for days. Upper 80s to near 90s for forecast highs in the valley, mid to upper 80s across the plateau, with heat indices in the mid 90s for the most part. So not too terribly bad, thanks to the cloud coverage, and again, the clouds are keeping our temperatures a little bit at bay, but the humidity is with us. That's going to make for a pleasant evening. As long as we're not dodging storms, we'll have a few lingering showers and storms through 6, 8 to 10 o'clock. We'll start to see that activity kind of wind down, and we'll see improving conditions. That ridge of high pressure across the mid-levels of the atmosphere keeps shifting a little bit further to the west. That puts us in a more northwesterly flow pattern, which is ultimately going to bring in a few more disturbances than what we've seen over the last few days. So I think we're going to have some more storms expected on Sunday. I just don't think that we're going to have the coverage that we could potentially end the day with here locally. But at least we have a little bit better coverage of rainfall today and tomorrow. So hopefully if you haven't had a whole lot of rain this week or the last couple of weeks or the last 3 or 4 weeks, hopefully you get a little bit of rain here before the end of the weekend. I know it's the weekend, so you don't really want the rain, but we desperately need the rain. And Sunday, again, a water-loaded atmosphere leads to tropical-like downpours. We start off with temps in the mid-70s. Sunday, we'll climb into the mid-80s for the lunch hour, showers and thunderstorms, but heat index values will be pushing close to 100 degrees. And that's really going to be the story over the next several days. Highs will gradually warm back into the mid-90s through the middle and latter part of next week. Heat index values are going to be pushing the low 100s to maybe even heat advisory criteria. Those morning lows will stay in the 70s, and then we'll just see some pop-up summertime thunderstorms as we get into the middle and latter part of next week. So a little bit more active today, tomorrow, maybe on Monday as well, and that should be about the extent of it. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up at 6.